This one. Alrighty, so we're going to open the feet, and I'd like you to take a deep breath in and breathe out. And again, deep breath in and breathe out. And just do that one more time. And open, and keeping your feet and your arms wide, we're going to rise onto the tiptoes. So you raise your heels and then drop. And do that again, bringing your arms up and open. Breathe in, breathe out. And do it again. And we're going to drop down into a plie and then lift. And drop down, bend your knees. And press your knees back as you plie. That twice more. Final one. And then bringing your feet in, hands onto your knees with your feet together. We're going to circle the knees around one way and then back in the opposite direction. Again, take them round and back in the opposite direction. If you can gradually increase the range of the circle just to really mobilize the knee joints, get the joints oiled, get some blood flow through there. Next up, we're going to stand on the one leg and we're going to bring the knee up, out and around, pointing the toes, lengthening out through the fingers, lengthening up through the crown of the head, elongate the posture, and let's reverse the leg. You make the circle bigger. And let's do that on the other side. Knee coming up and out, lengthening the posture and reaching into the fingertips. Let's reverse. And last couple. And a big circle with the arms. Sweep past the ears. Reversing. And we're going to take these circles down into a squat where we drop and then circle back. And do it again. Squat and circle back. Breathe out. Breathe in. We're going to rise onto tiptoes. Two more. And final one. We're going to stay up on our tiptoes, open the arms, and whilst we're on our tiptoes, we're going to circle towards the back arm. Move to the middle, and do that on the other side. Release. Let's do that again. So rising, rotate, look behind, and you stay steady in your ankles. Do that on the other side, so testing our balance muscles. And let's do that again. Breathe. And further this time. All the way around. Alrighty, and last one. All the way around. Alrighty, resting off. I'd like you to sweep through with your opposite arm and leg. You're going to sweep forward, kick back. Get a bit of height on the arm now. And when you kick back, try to get your buttock muscle kicking in so it's active. Welcome the wobble on these. Alrighty, let's do that on the other side. Point your toes as you do it. You keep steady in your upper body. Getting some height on the arm, height on the leg. So kicking back so you feel the buttock muscle kicking in. And last couple. Alrighty, so let's find a mat and we're going to come down onto our backs. Let's start on some mat work. A little bit more mobilizing for our backs. And you bring your knees up and over towards one arm. Turn the head, look away from the knees. Bring that up, over and down to the other side. And let's do that again. Breath. Point your toes as you do it. Press your shoulders down. All right, let's do that one more time on each side. The final one. And then rolling over to all fours. And we're going to take the opposite arm away from the leg and touch the elbow down to the knee. Do that again. So we're going to reach out and then round. Breathe in on the reach. Breathe out on the round. Point your toes as you do it. Can you get some height on the leg? Alrighty, let's switch that to the other side. So we reach and round. Reach and round. Breathing in on the reach. Breathing out on the round. And two more. Final one. And then from here, let's move into our yoga downward dog. Lifting the tailbone, wriggling the feet back. So the heels are slightly off the ground, pressing down through the heels. Let's tune into our breath, inhaling through the nose. And a nice long exhale through the mouth. Do that again, deep breath in. And a long exhale. Do that one more time, filling up the belly. And exhaling out. From here, we're going to bring one foot forward, so we've got the opposite foot to the hand on the floor. Wriggle it forward if needed. We've got a nice big space between the feet, and we're going to turn. So we're up with the top arm. Instead of sinking the hips down, lengthening out through that back leg. From here, we're going to bring that top hand down, move into a plank. So we either do the plank from the toes, opening the chest, bringing the bottom down about the same height as the shoulder, just rocking forwards and back, or we can do it from the knees, easier version. Just rocking through a couple more times, pressing the shoulders down the back. Alrighty, and then from here we're going to bring that other leg forwards, wriggle it through with your arm if needed. Putting one palm down, turning through the upper body, eye gaze up to the top hand, noticing where you feel the stretch. Find if I sink my hips down, that helps me encourage the stretch. Breathe. Alrighty, and then moving again back to our plank. So again, you can either do it from your knees, rocking forwards and back, or from your toes, more advanced. At the bottom, the shoulders about the same height. So if you can see yourself on your screen, have a look at your positioning. Pulling the shoulders down, opening the chest. Alrighty, and then from here we're going to open our knees, sit back into child pose. Let the arms lengthen, wriggle the fingers forwards. Pressing down through the palms. Okay, good job. So we're going to find a cushion. You could use 2 cushions, so I'm going to use one in between the knees and one under the feet. The basic bridge, you can do it without. Level 2, we use the cushions, or level 3, we could pop a foam roller under the feet. Alrighty, so from here, we're going to curl from the tailbone, push the hip bones up, and then imprint down bone by bone through the middle back and the lower back. Now let's do that again. So tuck the tailbone under, squeeze and lift the hips, and then imprint through your middle back and into your lower back. As you come up, push down through your toes slightly so you've got some load through the front of your foot as well as through your heels. And at the top, we want to avoid kind of overarch in the back. So use your buttock muscles, tuck under, squeeze your bottom, and then imprint down. And at the same time as squeezing the buns, get that even pressure through the front and back of your foot. Now this next one, we're going to stay up there and hold. So great for strengthening our hamstrings. We're going to take the reach over the top of the head like this, and then draw a nice big circle around with the arms, peeling the spine down bone by bone. Let's do that again. So picking up bone by bone, extending the arms, keeping the hips lifted as we circle, and then imprinting down bit by bit. So great for strengthening into our glutes as well as our hamstrings. And normal to feel it there in the lower back. Good for strength conditioning that area. Do that twice more. Looking down through the feet. And final one. Pushing down through the feet. Squeeze the cushion between the knees. Okay, good job. From here, we're going to pop the cushions to one side and we'll take a stretch for our hamstrings where we've just been working. So one leg up in the air like this. If you can bring your opposite hand just here for me. And if you can try to straighten out through your top leg for level 2, also going to straighten out through the bottom leg. So point your toes. Level 3, we bring our nose and our knee together. Alrighty, let's release. So we start with the bent leg, opposite hand on the calf. Straighten that leg, point your toes. Level 2, we straighten the bottom leg as well. Reaching through both sets of toes now. 3rd level, nose and knee coming towards each other. Breathe. Alrighty, let's relax off. And we're going to move into doing some more core work. So if we can slide our fingertips just here in the lower back, pulling the belly button muscle in. We've got a little bit of pressure on the hands. We're going to lift the knees together and then crisscross the feet as we tap down. So keeping a good bend in the leg for level 1 and checking in that we've got that good pressure on the hands, particularly as the feet get just above the ground. Level 2, we straighten the legs slightly but still keep a bent leg. And for 3rd level, we work towards straight legs. So choose your level, pointing your toes. Now often the shoulder blades will sort of round forward, so try to press your shoulders backwards as you do it. Breathe. We're going to do that just a couple more times through. Keep pointing your toes, hovering just above the ground. That's where the going tends to get a bit tougher. So work at that imprinting on the hands. Alrighty, so final one. And then let's take a stretch for our back. So if you can bring your right knee in, extend the left leg long. And let's bring the knee across your body. Foot to the floor, we're going to trail the other arm behind. Press the back shoulder down, press the knee down. Breathing deeply. Alrighty, let's release. And give that a go on the other side. So knee up towards your chest. Your leg across. Press your back shoulder down. Breathing deeply. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Pressing the shoulder and the knee down simultaneously. Breathe. Alrighty, from here we're going to roll to the center. And we're going to use that leg to curl ourselves up. Now, if you need a strap to get up and down, if you use the strap, we're going to curl the body down and back up. We can do it hands-free for level 2. Or for third level, you can use a cushion or a weight just above the head. Arms back by the ears. Inhaling on the roll down. Exhaling on the lift. If you're using the arms, see if you can get the arms back here by the ears as you roll down. So use your screen to have a look. And you get the eye gaze up towards the ceiling as you do the roll. Helps to align the head. The eye gaze is a bit more upwards rather than forwards. Let's do 2 more. Alrighty, so final one. Arching the back, pointing the toes. Deep breath. You breathe into your belly, close your eyes. Through the fingers, pointing through the toes. You breathe into your belly. Alrighty, from here we're going to roll to our front and we're going to take a stretch for our quads. So if we can take hold of one foot, make a fist with the other hand so that you can breathe. So when you're holding the quad stretch, try to get your thighs touched together. Heel towards your bottom and push your pubic bone down into the floor. Level 1, level 2, we're going to raise the thigh bone. Keep the hip bones evenly weighted. Alrighty, let's release off and give that a go on the other side. So getting hold of that foot and you feel the thighs touch together. Press downwards through your pelvis. You're squeezing your bottom to push down. Heel tucked in. Breathe. Level 2, adding the raise in the thigh bone, but still keeping both hips evenly pressed down. Keep the pubic bone pressed down. Deep breath. Alrighty, let's release. So we're going to meet again in our downward dog. So lifting up through the tailbone, lifting down with the head through the arms. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Again, deep breath into the belly. All right, we're going to take a walk with our hands. And I'd like you to find a foam roller. You can grab a roll. And we're going to use it to do some foam rolling as requested on our thighs. So if you can park the roll just above your knees, I want you to go into a plank position like this on the forearms. Support from your core, so you're drawing your belly button muscle in. We're going to kind of ice pick back with the arms and then ice pick back the other way. And as you do it, let your legs go quite heavy. You're rolling up and down the belly of the quadricep muscles. Down just above the kneecap. You can either keep going with the up and down action or watch now. I'm sort of just rocking my thighs from one side to the other as I go up and down. So I'm stripping across the muscle as I'm doing that upwards and downwards action. Alrighty, and then from here we're going to turn sideways and we're going to bring our top leg over the top bent like that. So the bottom leg is straight. And we want the roller sort of just above our hip bone. That's it. And then we're going to sort of shunt along with this hand. And we're stripping the IT band. It can feel quite uncomfortable. And you want to go right down to the side of the knee and then back the other way. Really uncomfortable. It's not quite as fibrous as muscle, more of a tendon or IT band. It does help to stimulate blood flow through the tendon, and that can help with the healing process. Find the first few feel probably the toughest, and then you sort of settle in a bit. Okay, so last one on this side. And then let's give that a go on the other side. Definitely feels slightly more pleasant doing it in proper massage, or quite good with a massage gun on these. So again, we'll start by the hip and then work our way down to the side of the knee. So we want straight leg at the bottom, the leg bent over at the top, shunting along with the arm. As you're doing it, just noticing where are the kind of tighter spots. Once you've kind of identified those, you can spend a bit more time just working through those. Just going to do that one more time, up and down. Useful on these. Alrighty, so when you're done, let's have a drink, and we're going to find some weights and do some work for our arms and upper bodies. Let our legs have a breather. Okay. So if you find some weights, a nice little colourful love heart given this morning. My 5-year-old. A few chocolates from Daddy. And Charlie Mackessy's horse, as interpreted by an 8-year-old. Quite cute. Okay, so we're going to bring our elbows back. Think about the posture. So elongating up through the crown of the head as we open the hands. Squeezing the shoulder blades. We're going to rise onto our tiptoes as we extend. Coming back in and move to the middle. Let's do that again. Opening, reaching, staying on our tiptoes, and coming back in and down. Now you can either keep it at this level or hold for a little bit longer. The next level, arms coming up by the ears, opening back out, coming back in and to the middle. Breathing in, breathing out. And as you take the weight overhead, check in on what your pelvic angle is like. Can you let your tailbone sort of hang down? So that helps to encourage a bit more core activation. Can we do that twice more? Breathe. Should be feeling it by the end of the set. If not, we need to go up a level with the weights. So, final one. Alrighty, resting off. And if we can find a stick, I'm going to use that to monitor posture of our quad stretch. So see if you can keep your body upright against the stick. Use your screen to help mirror. But does your stick look upright when you're doing the stretch? And is your knee placed by the other knee, or does it look like it's in front? And heel towards your bottom. And then squeeze your bottom and push your hip bones forwards. Breathe. Okay, resting off. So if this is a tight muscle, working on getting that to its full length by practicing it a few times a day. So is the knee in front of the other knee? Can you get it back? Lifting the chest, pushing back through the head, heels squeezing towards the bottom. Breathe. Squeeze the bottom, push the hip bones forwards to initiate stretch. Alrighty, let's release off. And we're going to use our stick to go around the world and mobilize our shoulders. So we're going to touch down at the front with the stick and then touch down at the back of the body. And we take our feet a little bit wider. We're going to bring ourselves all the way around. So much bigger circle now. And then back the other way. One more each way. Final one. Alrighty, and then from here, keep our feet wide, moving into our yoga triangle pose. Turning our toes out over here, angling in at 25 over here. Slide the hand down the leg, along with our top arm, palm facing out. You pull the shoulders down and turn the eye gaze up, reaching the fingers. Breathe. Stay with this version, more advanced. I'm going to swap the arms around. Breathe. Alrighty, let's release. We're going to bend into the knee on that side. Switch to a warrior pose. So we're going to bring our back leg away. And we're looking here for the corner of a square. So if you can see yourself in your screen, aiming this thigh parallel with the ground over time, working towards that. Gazing off down the middle finger, softening the shoulders. Stamina building pose. Breathe. Let's straighten the leg. And we're going to turn our toes to the other side as we move into our triangle pose over here. Stacking the arms one above the other. Look. Head back slightly, eye gaze up towards the top hand. Breathe. Again, we can either stay with this version or advanced. We're going to switch the arms around. As we release, we're going to bend into the knee. Take the feet a little bit wider as we sink into our warrior pose. Again, can we get this heel underneath the knee? Opening the shoulders. Breathe. And from here, we're going to straighten through our legs and come down into the middle, with the feet just a bit wider. So just exploring the width of the stretch, letting the head drop down and just rocking the body weight to the heels. And then forward to the toes. Go back to the heels. Forwards to the toes. We're going to come and have a sit down, pointing the toes, arms wide. And we're going to go into what Joseph Pilates called the saw. We're going to turn the upper body side on, flex the foot, and then reach towards the toes, or if the heel shin is more grabbable, then get hold of that and bring the head down towards the knee. Pointing the toes again as we centralize. You lift your rib cage here. So turning the body side on whilst you're upright, and then flexing the toes, coming down, down, down. Breathe in as we come up, reaching the toes and the fingers. Breathing out as we come down, chest towards the thigh. And let's do it again. Can you go a little bit further with each one? You might even go slightly wider with your legs. Do that twice more. So final one. And if you give your legs a shake out, let's find a stick and come up to standing. And we're going to work on some lunging. So working on opening out through our hip flexors, the stick along the back. A nice big stride through the feet, wriggling the toes back behind. And we're going to come down, checking in on the screen. Have we got our body upright? If you bring your knuckles into the curve of your lower back. Hold, breathe. And then straightening out through the front leg. Let's do that again. So dropping into it. Breathe. Just going to lean away from that back leg to the side slightly. And move to the middle. And let's release. On this one, we're going to bring the stick out in front. Coming down. Hold. Breathe. And we're going to rotate the stick away from the back legs. Turning the stick side on, looking towards your back foot. And move to the middle. And come back up. And relax the legs. So let's switch that over to the other side. Parking the stick again behind. We'll use that to monitor our posture. Wriggling the feet apart. As we come down. Down. In the knuckles. Lower back. In the body weight slightly back and straightening out through our back leg. Alrighty, from there we're going to straighten out through our front leg and then drop again. Leaning away from the back leg slightly, leaning to the side. Moving to the middle and straightening our front leg. Moving the stick out in front of us, bending into the front knee. And we're going to rotate the upper body, turning the stick side on away from the back leg. Then keep turning so you look towards your back foot. Breathe, straightening the back leg. Moving to the middle. And let's release and give our legs a good old shake out. Okay, well done. Let's come down onto the back for some more core. Grab a drink now. Alrighty, so down to our backs. Take our opposite arm and leg away as we move into Pilates single leg stretch, pointing the toes, knees up to 90 degrees, flexing the feet, pointing the toes. Third level, doing it with a straight leg. Do that 4 more times. And final one. And bending your knees. Hands on top of the knees. We're going to circle them together. Closing your eyes and just massaging the lower back into the mat. Feeling the lower back melting into the ground. Let it go heavy. And reversing back in the opposite direction. Relax your breath. And from here, if you can bring your right leg over your left, we're going to move into stretching our glutes. We're going to have the other leg bent in with the hands just here around the back of the knee. So get your hands into the crease of your knee as you pull your leg in. I want you to use your other elbow to push your knee outwards. holding the stretch there. And for more advanced, if you want to, you can bring your nose up towards your ankle bone. And then release down. Let's give that a go on the other side. We want the ankle bone just above the knee there. Hands into the crease. So use the hands to pull in. Use the elbow to push out. Breathe into the stretch and just checking in, is your body centralized as you do it? You want to do more advanced, we're going to bring our nose and our knee towards each other. Alrighty, let's release off. And we're going to interlock our fingers, arch back so that the little finger side is down towards the ground. Pointing the toes, breathing into the belly. And we're going to find our foam roller again. If you can bring it behind you as you go into a seated position. Just aiming about halfway down your back with your roll. Hands here. Breathing in as you drop back. Exhaling. Again, inhaling as you drop back, hanging loose for about 3, 2, 1, and then coming back up. So as you hang back, get into gravity. Down, down, down. And let's do that again. Let your head be supported by your hands, so your head is heavy in your hands and you're sort of cradling the weight of your head. Just do that one more time there. Alrighty, and then if you nudge the roll just another inch higher up your back, hanging loose again. Breathe. And just getting into that feeling of hanging down. Do that one more time. Okay, and then moving the roll again, just another inch higher up your back. Breathing in as you drop back. Breathing out as you lift. 2 more. Final one. Going to take a pec stretch using the roll. So if we turn the roll around this way. Now if you want to, you can use hand weights, so they're not too heavy. So we're going to give into gravity with the upper arm. Try to get your elbows here just above your shoulder line. That's it. And just let the weights hang you down. Draw your chin in. Push the back of your head down into the roll. Breathe. Let your belly fill up with air. Exhale and let your belly empty. Again, deep breath. Alrighty, we're going to lose the weights and we'll roll off to the side. And just lying down onto our backs, placing our hands here on top of the belly. Close your eyes. And just take a moment to appreciate a bit of self-love as it's Valentine's Day. So Noticing what you've loved about the session today. In what way have you loved yourself up by taking care of your body, taking care of your well-being, your health. And just taking a moment to love up each little body part, from the top of your head down to your toes. Easy to focus on not feeling so good, but just taking the time today. Be thankful to love up each little body part. When you're ready, if you can open your eyes, we're going to roll over to our side. Sunshine coming through.